So this is Sonic Team Racing, and it has me kind of worried at the moment. There were other people voicing concerns about the fact that it didn't have the All-Stars in, and didn't have the Transform gimmick. And the interview that we're watching here, obviously it has no audio in the background, purely because I'm trying to do commentary and I don't want to be talking over somebody else who is talking. But basically, the interview really dives into asking questions about why they changed things up after All-Stars transformed, why the gameplay mechanics have changed, and what they're focusing on. And to summarize it, they're focusing heavily on the Sonic Heroes style team-based aspect, where you play with a group of 2 other players or 2 AIs, and you race in a team. That's what they're focused on. That is their main gimmick. The AI here looks terrible, by the way, if this is AI players, because they just look like they're bumping into you all the time, so it looks a little bit of a mess. I hope they actually upgrade that before it comes out. But because they're so focused on the team-based mechanic, they decided to take out all the All-Stars and the transforming gimmick. And that was one thing that I think was a bad move, because it was a really good selling point and everybody liked it. I don't know whether it's going to pay off in the long run. It still looks like kind of a fun game. It's just upsetting that they decided to take out one of the things that seemed to allow them to have a little bit more reach in terms of unique gameplay, which was the transforming mechanic, because that gave them a lot of variety with the level, and no level was the same. It changed every single lap. That was what was great about All-Stars Transformed. And then, as well as that, they missed the opportunity to include other characters. Now, I've gone on about this before, but if you've not seen that video, basically the rumor is that they did a set of marketing, sort of marketing ideas catering towards kids. They got them in to look at a bunch of Sonic characters in London, or rather Sega characters in general, and just asked them who they were. I think the age ranges were something like 7 to 12. And apparently none of them could name any one apart from the Sonic characters, and even then, like, the parents had trouble naming Metal Sonic and things. So that's kind of disappointing, and apparently that's informed the character choice. So basically, it looks like the character choice is going to be the same team from Heroes. I'm just going to start this up and skip the other part. So it looks like, at the moment anyway, you can probably guess that it's going to be the same teams from Heroes. So we're going to have Team Rose, Team Chaotix, Team Dark, and Team Sonic. That's what it looks like. I could be wrong. We've also got the placeholder teams, so we've got the 2 Eggpawn teams in here. I've already gone over this a little bit, but this interview in particular that IGN have done is a little bit disappointing, just because of the fact that they don't get much information from the actual guy that they're interviewing, and even when they do, he's kind of just like, yeah, well, we kind of just took out elements of Sonic All-Stars Transformed, and we just made it a Sonic game, and it's carts only, and we made the items the Wisps, because Sonic. I think, like, it's a step backwards at this point compared to All-Stars Transformed, but that's only seeing the Planet Wisp demo here. I hope we get to see more of the other levels at a later date. I mean, they've already teased Rooftop Run from Sonic Unleashed, and that looked fantastic in the CG. I just hope that it lives up to it. We get more news relatively sooner after E3. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll see you next time.